Hello all and welcome back to DEP TV. Apologies guys, it has been quite a wee while since I've uploaded a video, but you join me here today on this glorious spring, summer, I'm not sure exactly where we are, we're a little bit in the middle, but it's an absolute glorious day. So I thought it would be a lovely time to give you all a little update on how some of the things are coming along, some of the things that we've been trying over the last few months, just to see how they're keeping up and how they're effective still on the vehicles that we tested them on. So we're going to be giving you an update on Infinity Wax's Graphene Wax, the Aenso Gleam Quick Detailer, the Enzo Orbit Tyre Dressing, the Enzo PureView Glass Cleaner, and the Infinity Wax Diamond Vision. Now these were all applied a couple of months ago, and they have been used on the grey silver Hyundai that we have here, and they have only, but they've not been topped up. It's literally just had maintenance washes every couple of weeks. It was washed maybe a couple of weeks ago now. It's not been washed since, so I thought today it'd be great just to see how everything is performing without giving the vehicle a wash, might I add. This is just going to be a hose down just to see how the protection's doing. So I think first things first, we'll run the titles and then we'll get back into this. So guys, we were testing out a lot of these products recently, and I thought this would be a good time just to give you a little review on how things are going with it. So the vehicle went through the full wash, the decontamination stage. So we'll get on to the graphene wax first. So the car was prepped, it was washed, it was fully prepped, and then we applied this, which is the Infinity Wax new graphene wax. It is a paste type wax. It smells like an HB pencil, in my opinion anyway. But yeah, this was applied to the full body on the Hyundai. So after it was applied, it was left. It was actually, we were quite lucky actually with the weather. It was dry for a couple of days after that, so it had a good curing time to bond onto the thing. I will put a link to the video up here if you want to go and have a look at the application of that one. Infinity Wax also have a good, they've started doing a lot of more videos on YouTube now, so they've got a how-to on the graphene wax on how to apply it. After that was done and been on for a wee while, we went on to the maintenance washes with it. So what we've been doing is we've been kind of topping up any protection with this, which is the Aenso Gleam Quick Detailer. And I have to say, it's been absolutely brilliant. Now you have to use this on a dry car. It's not a drying aid, so you have to use it on a dry car. But I have to say, as you'll see from the shots, it has been absolutely fantastic. We've not had any issues with it. No streaking unless you use it on wet paint. No streaking with it. It's been absolutely phenomenal, and it's been given great protection. Now, I could have topped it up with this, which is Infinity Wax QDX Graphene, but I decided not to because I wanted to see how this was going to hold up without adding any more graphene to it, which was the Aenso Gleam, which I did for that. And as you can see from the shots, it's been absolutely phenomenal. I will be topping it up with this from now on. This was just to see how it was going to go with that. So onto the glass. Now on the glass, we first cleaned it with the Enzo PureView, which is this lovely blue, and it's a lovely smelling thing as well. It doesn't smell like window cleaner, it actually smells quite fresh. It's quite a nice smell. So we cleaned all the glass with the PureView to make sure it was nice and squeaky clean. And then after that, we went over it with this, which is Infinity Wax Diamond Vision. Now this is a glass sealant. Basically, spray it on. This is the way I've been putting it on, and it's worked absolutely phenomenally. Spray it on, spread it about, leave it for maybe 30 seconds or so, buff it off, Then what I've been doing is leaving it for probably about 30 minutes to an hour, giving it another application, buffing it off. And as you'll be able to see from the video that I'm now going to post up, this stuff is awesome, absolutely awesome. The water beading and sheeting on the window is phenomenal when you're going over 40 miles. In this car anyway, because of the aerodynamics, it's different in every single car, guys. But 40 miles an hour, the water beads just straight off the window, absolutely brilliant. No issues with it whatsoever. Now what you're looking at here, the protection on here, the glass has not been topped up, but the bodywork has had a bit of a top up with the Gleam. But it's roughly about 2 months worth of usage, daily usage, in all weathers, and washed properly with the one shampoo from Enzo. We've had, I've used some Enzo pre-wash, I've used some Infinity Wax pre-wash. Infinity Wax Power Foam is absolutely phenomenal power foam. I've also been using the Enzo Snow Foam, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, as you can see on the video, it's been absolutely brilliant. It's still beading and it's still sheeting like it's freshly done. And like I say, guys, that's 2 to 3 months we've had that done. And lastly, we're on to the Enzo Orbit, which is the tyre dressing. Now this has been on the car for roughly about 3 or 4 weeks. The rubber was cleaned using this stuff, which is a development rubber cleaner from Infinity Wax. Thanks to the guys from Infinity Wax, big shout out to them for sending this out for testing. You don't need much of this, hence I've not used much of the ball. It's lost its colour. It used to be purple, it's now went to a kind of yellowy colour, so I'm not sure if it's still going to work. But I'm going to be doing this on the window rubbers and the windscreen wipers very, very soon, so we'll be getting more of that used. So the tyres were cleaned with this first to make sure everything was all spick and span. We do have a tyre cleaner here from Enzo, but I'm still trying to test out the rubber cleaner from Infinity Wax, so that's why we used that one. Then we applied this, which was the Orbit dressing. Now this is it's very liquidy, unlike, for talking sake, Infinity Wax's tyre gel. It's a lot thicker. Have to say this does last for weeks and weeks, months, to be perfectly honest with you. But for the sake of this test, we were using the Orbit just to see what it was like. And I have to say, even after 3 weeks in all weathers, it's still beading quite nicely. The tyre still looks nice and dark, nice and black. There is no issues with cracking or anything like that on the tyre. There's no sling from Orbit at all. There was never any sling off it. They do say to try and leave it to cure for 15 minutes type thing, to dry in, 15 to 30 minutes, which I did. And I had absolutely no slinging on it at all. Also, I wonder if you remember, we had a panel that we coated with the Graphene Wax, the QDX Graphene, and Graphene Wax on a prepped surface. So we polished the surface, we put the Graphene Wax on it. We didn't prep a surface, we put the Graphene Wax on it. And we didn't prep a surface and we just used the QDX Graphene. Now that panel has been sitting out now for, I think, around about 3 months. And it has been subjected to -10, +20, wind, rain, snow, hail, footballs getting hit by the kids, that type of stuff. It was sitting outside. And what I've found is, unless these products are maintained, i.e. the Graphene Wax, unless it's maintained, as in washed, topped up with a detailer, that type of stuff, it's going to degrade very, very, very quickly, just sitting out in the sun doing nothing. So if you wax your car, leave it out in the sun for 2 months, not moving, then there's going to be a little bit of protection there, but it's not going to be kept up and you're not going to get the full benefit of this product, this Graphene Wax. So as you can see on the video, the water's still sitting on top of the paint, but it's not beading and it's not sheeting like it should do. That's because this panel has not been maintained. It's just been left outside for 2 or 3 months, just to see how it stays, how the product copes with the different weathers and that type of thing. So yeah, so this white panel, we're going to use it for some other stuff in some videos to come. We'll see how it works. But I would say for this test, it's a big fail for the 3 things that we did with the graphene wax. But like I say, that is because it wasn't maintained, it was just left outside. As you can see on the car, if it's maintained, if it's looked after properly, if it's topped up, it is phenomenal stuff. All these products in their own right are very well priced, and all of these products work together. What I mean by this is not necessarily do you have to use the Infinity Wax detailer, which I have down here in 5 litres. I've actually got about 20 litres of the stuff. You don't have to use Infinity Wax Rapid Detailer to go with the graphene. You don't have to use the graphene detailer to use with the graphene wax. It works just as well with Aenso Gleam. The Diamond Vision from Infinity Wax works perfectly well with the Enzo PureView. There is no issues with them at all. The Orbit tyre dressing works perfectly well with Infinity Wax rubber cleaner. So you don't have to use all Infinity Wax, all Enzo, all Chemical Guys, all Sam's Detailing, all these different products. Use what you like to use and what you feel good using. You might think that this doesn't perform very well, but a Meguiar's one might work very well. So use that and use Meguiar's. Use what you want to use. All we're doing on YouTube and everything else is trying to put across how these things actually work and what they can benefit you for your car. But it doesn't mean to say that you have to use it, guys. Like I say, I don't do it on this channel. We have a little bit of product placement and mainly things like the Enzo, for example. Yes, I have the flag up there, but I paid for that. They didn't send me that. They did send me these products to test out, but they didn't get, there was no monetary thing involved in here. There's no kickback from sales, that type of stuff. They just sent me the full range, said, John, would you mind test these out, see what you think about them, post your findings on YouTube. We just want an honest review. So yes, I got these products for nothing. They sent them on to me, but I get no kickback from it. So there's no reason for me to say that's absolutely amazing, go and buy this, because I'm not getting anything from it. They just sent me the stuff to test. Infinity Wax stuff. I've had a couple of things from them over the years to test out, and they've sent me little samples and stuff. But I buy it all. These are all bought. I don't get these for free. I did have a mobile valeting, mobile detailing company for a good few years, but the issue I'm having at the moment is I get very bad carpal tunnel syndrome in my right hand, and if I'm using a pressure washer for any more than 5 to 10 minutes, then I literally can't feel this hand. It literally goes completely numb, 3 middle fingers, and I can't lift anything, and I can't do anything with it. So which is why I am currently doing something else for work. I still do this. I still have the company. If you go into company's house, you'll see the company is still there. But I can't do this every single day, all day, every day. I just can't do it anymore. My hands just won't let me do it. It's not really an age thing, it's just a carpal tunnel, to be perfectly honest. You can get an operation for it, but there's no guarantee it's going to work. And then I'll be on my back for 6 or 7 months not earning any money while this heals, and I really can't afford that. So yeah, so a lot of guys have been asking me, have you got an update in your van, how are things going? I'm not doing mobile valeting at the moment, and it's mainly because of this. I just can't do it. It makes me feel really sad that I can't do the thing that I love doing day in and day out, but it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is, and that's it. Anyway, I'm digressing here, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. It has been appreciated as always. If you wouldn't mind, guys, please hit us with a subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Hit the bell notification icon to show us your support, and it'll let you know of any uploads that we make in the future. If you could give us a like on any videos that you've seen, we've got a catalogue of videos there. Go back, have a quick look if you like anything. Give us a like on those videos. That would be absolutely phenomenal. Now, we have no longer got Facebook. I fell out with Facebook, so I have just deleted Facebook. I still have Instagram. We still have Instagram. You will find us at DEPTV Official. We still have a website. We're not selling anything on the website unless you want to go for some of the merch. It's just there to let you know that we've uploaded a new video, that type of stuff. But you can also contact me at YouTube at deptv.co.uk. So again, guys, thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for coming back. I hope this video has been informative for you. And at that, we will say your goodbyes, because I think just about now it's time to go.